So I originally did an unboxing on these guys. If you don't know what these are the Brawlers by Thursday with a collaboration with Carl Morowski. And I had nothing to say in that video. I kept them for a couple of days, used them around the property, feeding the horses, and all that. And I have more to say, but not much more. Uh, so I like and dislike these boots. It's interesting. So love the leather. This is the cinnamon wax flesh. It is all leather construction except for the pull tab here. Some kind of nylon, I think. And then I love the fact that they lined it with calf leather, so it's easy to slip your foot into. I also like it because it's also kind of difficult to get your foot out of it. I know that sounds weird, but whenever you're walking or hiking or what have you, they had lined the heel counter with rough out. So like if you're kneeling down, you're going up a steep hill, going down a steep hill, what have you, your heel stays locked in. So I really do appreciate that little tidbit there instead of just going full calf leather, because then my heel would be going like this up against it, especially for what I do for work, and then of course just around the property. However, there is one thing that I just can't get past, and this seems to be a Thursday special, and it pisses me off. Sorry. It feels like there's a void in my midfoot when I'm using these boots. Like half of my pressure is on my heel, half of my pressure is on my forefoot, when all the pressure should just be on your heel when you're standing. Or at least the majority of your weight should be on your heel when you're standing. And my forefoot starts to hurt when using these boots, or when standing still in these boots. It's not so much when walking, because you don't really notice it, but I notice the void in my midfoot whenever I'm walking in these boots. And I don't have that issue with my Red Wings, which I currently have on, actually. And yeah, sweats and boots, I know. But I just came back from feeding the horses. And so I just can't get past that with these boots. Like, I want to like these boots, like really, really like them, but it's just that one little tidbit that I just can't get past. And maybe it's because I'm spoiled with these guys, and then my Knicks, and then heck, even my Drews for that matter. But even these boots, the builder boots, now I know this is a wedge, this is not, but even the builder boots have a little bit of an arch support in them. These are almost like an oval shape, where at the midfoot it dips down and then it comes back up in your forefoot. And it really just, it irks me, because I know that it's a Thursday thing, because with the Challengers it was like a slide where all of my weight was going on my forefoot. And then the loggers, those were actually kind of nice, to be honest. Thursday didn't do too bad of a job with those, because it wasn't a crazy heel stack, and they actually built up a little bit on the midfoot still, so it had a little bit of arch support. I actually kind of still like those, but these, it just feels like there's a void in the midfoot. Like there's nothing there at all. Like I just have something underneath my forefoot and something underneath my heel, and that's it. And if you take a look at the heel profile, it actually slants down and then crazy comes up there. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't recommend these. I've already worn mine, and like the wax flesh is already starting to crack and stuff in a few places, and so I don't think I'm gonna be able to return mine. but I really just don't recommend them. I'm sorry. As much as I like Carl and as much as I like the idea of Thursday, they just, for whatever reason, this style of boot, they just can't seem to get right with their lasts. Like, it's Thursday. If you see this video, please, for the love of God, invest in some sort of 55 last. Like, even Drew's has like some sort of modified 55 last, and they're the same price as these guys. Like, well, okay, they're like 50 bucks more. They're like, I think they're like $375. Let me see. Drew's boots. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so they're 400 bucks. So they are like $75 more than these. And you're not getting a premium leather, but even they use a 55 last, and it's like, come on, just please use like an H&W last for the moderate arches. Like, they obviously know how, because they're using the same freaking, they're probably using the same factories as Drew's does in Mexico. Or, wait, I think these are actually American made. No, handcrafted in Mexico. So they're probably using the same factories as Drew's and in Mexico. Like, just, it's stressing me out. Like, I want to love Thursday, but I can't. Anyway, hope you guys have a blessed day.